Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening, and also good morning to all our listeners all around the world. I am Chala. I'm working at Digitopia Partner and Customer Success team, and today we are super excited to welcome you in the fourth edition of our Connect Meetup series. Today we have our sustainability leader, Nilüfer Aktaş, who will be focusing on driving business with sustainability transformation. And then we are also proud to welcome one of our sustainability partners from Ireland, Ana Kane, the co-founder of Sustainabl-IT, will be here with us to answer some questions regarding sustainable transformation. So now, before I hand over the word, let me share some recent updates from Digitopia very shortly. So we are very happy to announce our newest customers that we started working on this month. We have Ebebek, which is a well-known retailer in Turkey, which is specialized in baby and maternity products. We also have Odelo. Odelo is a global supplier of innovative lighting solutions for the automotive industry. Our SMI Sustainability Maturity Index business is also growing. We have a sahibinden.com is the largest second-hand marketplace in Turkey. And moving on to the renewable side, we have recently completed our Carrefour engagement, which was the second time that they measured themselves. And today we started again with Brisa, which is their fourth year that they have been using digital maturity index measurements. And we also have Akçansa, which got recently certified as DMI practitioner and recently got a self-assessment on the impact platform. And they will be engaging on their own assessments by themselves. And we also have CFN Kimya, which is a chemical company in Turkey. In this context, it is one of our precious customers that both use DMI and SMI solutions together for their digital transformation journey. And moving on to the platform updates, we have launched our digital transformation software, which we call the Impact Platform, a while ago. It basically helps you to measure your score by assessing yourself, creating recommendations for a healthy journey, and advanced analytics for better transformation. Up to now, we have 1,000 registered users who are using platform and benefiting for their transformation journey. And there are three main sections within our platform. First is the measure part. We currently provide you a measurement tool, which you can make your life scores and reach to a real-time benchmark. And yeah, we constantly try to improve our platform in the upcoming months. We will be also providing a mass polling option, which enables you to score with your multiple executives that's aimed to enrich the analytics provided by the platform. The second we call is Transform. In here, our AI-based recommendation engine provides you the Genie recommendations that help you to increase your maturity score. It also helps you to prioritize them based on your strategic preferences and approaches. We have quarterly pitch stops where we help our customers to assure their progress in their journey. Um, and here we will also have some new features coming up, such as the roadmap navigator. This will be a very basic tool for all the parties in the organization to allocate tasks in recommendation engine that will ease the follow-up mechanism for the improvement and for also the progress tracking of the roadmap journey. On the sorry. On the impact side, which is the last section of our impact platform, we will provide you a strategy simulator tools, which we call the vitality and snowflake analysis. The vitality analysis give you an idea about which dimensions you should be using and you should be focusing and investing to embark on a healthy journey. Moreover, the snowflake analysis provides you insights about how these dimensions are balanced within your organization. So these two features will be available on our Impact platform very soon. And as you know, we have two solutions on our platform, DMI and SMI, Digital Maturity and Sustainability Maturity Index. We have focused on Digital Maturity Index in our previous meetups, which you can rewatch again on our YouTube and LinkedIn platforms. Today, we will be focusing on the sustainability side. So now I am handing over the word to our sustainability leader, Nilüfer. And yes, Nilüfer, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Chala. So many important features is on the pipeline. And I'm sure our partners or potential partners are very excited to have them in the business impact platform in coming days. So for those of you who know me, but I'm sure many of you, I don't know, I cannot see you, but this is the first time we met through this webinar. I welcome you all. And I really do appreciate the time you take in this hectic week when everyone is talking about the COP28, which is going to take place in Dubai, as you may all know. So everyone is talking about the sustainability and the climate in those days, and there are so many events covering that agenda. But today we will be looking at sustainability from a very holistic perspective, and I'm sure many of you are also familiar with our maturity methodology, but I would like to I would like to explain the methodology once more to some of our attendees who maybe most probably are here to just experience this methodology for the first time. But of course, this is a week of COP28, so I couldn't refrain myself to utter a few words on that, because it would be a shame if I wasn't able to do that. So just stay with me for a couple of minutes, and I would like to express my views on the upcoming COP28. So this is yet another gathering, we all know, but the climate concerns are really peaking everywhere in the world. Maybe you might remember last year it was COP27 that took place in Sharm el-Sheikh. So many, again, positive and maybe not so positive developments were there at COP27 in Sharm el-Sheikh. But I remember that quotation from Al Gore, and I really, really loved it, because he said, we are now in the early stages of a sustainability revolution that has the magnitude of the industrial revolution and the speed of the digital revolution. That actually, in a nutshell, really summarizes everything. That is why we like to call this twin transformational powers of digitalization and sustainability together. They actually comply each other. They are not two different roads. They are not two different ways. They have to be considered all together. So coming back to COP28, I told you that I would like to utter a few words on that, because it is actually it will take place under the shadow of this irony, where big oil producers are the hosts of this conference of parties now this year. And last year, it was a very good development. You might again remember that there was the loss and the damage fund being agreed between governments. But this year's the operations, how to execute that fund, will be on the stage. And for so many years, like 20 years, 25, 27 years to be exact, there was this one day dedicated to agriculture for the sustainability agenda. So those were the developments of COP27 that will most probably extend itself to the agenda of COP28 that will take place. So those are my introductory words on the COP28. But let's dive into the Sustainability Maturity Index bit by bit. I'm not going to take too long. I know some of you are also familiar with our methodology. Most of you most probably are also our certified practitioners. I know that you're familiar with the methodology, but I wanted to give this holistic perspective of what's going on in the world, because actually it quite aligns with what we're here at Digitopia trying to do. You might remember, or you might also maybe agree with me on that, all business management consultants in the world starts with a similar slide like that when they pitch to their clients, right? Because it's always about managing this complexity. It's always about managing the VUCA world, right? And sustainability was always this external factor that, because in the end, the ultimate goal was always to, again, to make profits, to grow. Maybe this doesn't change for so many companies, I know, but something very dramatically is changing here. Now we want to manage all those things, but the ultimate goal now changed to systems perspective. The systems change. That is why it is really so hard for companies to understand, uh, to innovate their business models with respect to the systems thinking challenge, let's say. That's why, again, this twin transformation, twin challenges, digitalization and sustainability are really supercharged corporate powers for the private for the private sector. And as for that, again, I read this article like a couple of days ago from Cambridge University of Sustainability Leadership. They call this era the Great Disruption. And Chala, we can move forward with that, actually, with the slide again. You might agree, you might not agree. And I'm not a fan of those big words either, but really it's this economy, the pillars of the economy is transforming into another pillar, which is the well-being economy. So the valuations are changing, the reporting models are changing, we all know that. So that is why we believe the Sustainability Maturity Index, with its 6 dimensions, can offer this holistic playground for companies, for organizations, to be able to grasp what's going on this agenda everywhere, not only on the reporting side, not only on the ESG side. ESG is being criticized for so many years now because ESG is not enough to make this transitional innovation, let's say, to this transitional new economy. It is not enough. We need to embed everything, every pillar in the organization. That's why we have this 6-dimensional approach: capacity, ambition, governance, culture, operations, and engagement. They embed ESG, so environmental, social, and governance. All the topics are kind of like embedded in our methodology, but we also add dimension like ambition, where we really look for a real leadership, the traces of a responsible and the regenerative leadership from organizations, and really, if they're really walking the talk, they're washing, or if they're really sincere about their commitments. And so capacity is also about how this company is really the existing capacity, the organizational capacity of this organization in terms of process and technology. And of course, the culture, we look for traces of the real cultural power, where knowledge, mindset, and empowerment goes hand in hand, so that the employees are really motivated to be a part of the sustainability transition. So I said that the ultimate goal is the destination. The destination has changed to systems thinking, and that's a real, very big challenge. And Chala, we can maybe move forward with the slide. Another important thing about Sustainability Maturity Index is that, as I told you, it covers all the ESG topics. So it's scientific, right? So we actually checked all the indicators, all the titles, all the components, all the content of the international standard, and we mapped it under our 6-dimensional approach. So it became a unique narrative, a unique dialogue, where every employee in an organization can now understand the importance of the sustainability transformation. So it is not now, for us, it shouldn't be in the hands of only the sustainability people, but it should be a basic language where everyone can understand the importance of it in terms of the business model that operating. So that's why we built this new dialogue, this six-dimensional approach. And yes, Chala, we can move forward again. I know Anna is also a little bit maybe impatient. They're waiting for me. Just 5 minutes more on the slides. And I'm also very excited to interview Anna from Ireland, but just 5 minutes more because we really thought so we built this methodology, but it's a little bit ahead of time where most of companies are still, trying to understand the ESG agenda. We built something beyond ESG. We built something that is more about impact assessment, right? But what happened is that, and most probably you may also have, read about it or, followed this agenda coming from European Union, the regulation landscape. So the corporate sustainability directive has been agreed, and it will be active starting from 2024. 5 material shifts have been embarked with this new regulation, let's say. And it's all about now double materiality. It's about entire value chain being considered, linked to the business model and strategy, transparency on methodology and assurance, and expansion of data capacity. The reason why I'm showing you is that this showed us that we are, as Sustainability Maturity Index methodology, we are on the right track because our methodology actually is built on the same principles of this new regulatory landscape. We want to make sure corporations are doing internal transformation so that they can showcase they are really caring about the SDG targets, not only reporting frameworks, but they really do care about it through this business impact platform. And another slide, maybe, Chala, coming maybe. So this is also you will see now the corporate sustainability reporting directive. There is also this European sustainability reporting standards. This is another thing, but they talk to each other, of course, obviously. So ESRS compliance now is a strategy update exercise just as much as a data gathering exercise. This also shows another important justification for Sustainability Maturity Index, because as you can see, and most probably maybe you're also doing materiality assessments for your clients, maybe you're collecting data, but now this is more about putting all this data in a robust strategy where through Sustainability Maturity Index you will be able to build in a business impact platform, and from measurement to transformation to impact, you will be able to have access to all those 3 important pillars from one platform. And Chala, we can go again from one slide, please. And I'm coming to an end now. And all those things, the methodology, not only sustainability methodology, of course, the methodology is the same. Sustainability Maturity Index and Digital Maturity Index together, when you use them as, because you're the experts, right? You're the experts in your own sectors, most probably. So you want to augment your impact. That is why it is very important for us to build this ecosystem with you, because you're the ones who will be really holding the hands of those organizations. We as Digitopia, we are just a diagnostic company. We just want to, make this assessment, give the roadmap, and then we do not exist. We exist until there. So one more slide, maybe. Just more 2 quotations. No, those are, I think, very familiar. We can go from there. Assurance, alignment, and acceleration. We have talked about it, but one more slide, maybe the final slide. Consulting reinvented, and why? Because of 2 quotations. Chala, one more slide, please. Uh, it has to be another slide. There is one slide with two quotations from a scientific from a scientist. Maybe okay, if you don't have it, are those the ones that? Yeah. Do we have another slide before that? I think you missed one slide. Come back. Come back again, please. Yeah, most probably that's because I changed it. Charles, sorry. No, no, no. There was this one slide, and I'm going to talk about it now. Just and you can yes, you can close the presentation now. So I started with a quotation from Al Gore from last year's COP27, and I will finish with another quotation from a climate scientist from UCLA. And I don't know who he or she is, but the quotation is that there is now so much going on that it is difficult even to digest it all. There's just too much. It's everything everywhere all at once. I think again this is a very very nice, a nice way to put it. So that is why we have to really think multi-dimensional. This we need to build resilient systems in our organizations that manages and tracks all the sustainability transitions from one platform. And now, with all those, introductory words from me, explain the Sustainability Maturity Index and talking about COP27, now I would like to invite my guest, Ana Kane from Ireland. She's our partner in crime in a good way. And she's very passionate about sustainability. We have been in talking to each other for a couple of months now, and I would like to first start, Anna Ken, saying welcome to our Connect Meetup series. It's a pleasure to have you here. Can you talk about how you started to be engaged with the sustainability work? As Anna, for example, you can start with more private and then talk about Sustainabl-IT, your company, and what are you doing in Ireland? What are your products or services? What is your ambition? Just talk about yourself and your company.
Thank you, Nilofer, and it's very nice to be here. Thank you for having me. Anna is, I guess, a recent mother for the past 6 years, and then a person who went back to reskilling and upskilling and trying to find what I really want to do and why I want to do something. And so, of course, Mark has a big influence in the reason why I chose sustainability, and my children as well. But most importantly, the ability to be able to do something with a positive impact for our futures that my children can speak of with pride, right? And perhaps to influence other people into doing so. So, as they say, if you want to change the world, you must
first change yourself.
Start with yourself.
Exactly. Start with yourself, right?
Small steps. Sustainabl-IT came to life early this year, and it is a combination of digital and sustainability skills put together. So we offer fractional CSO and CIO. And we just accelerate sustainability through technology.
Can you open that a little bit for me? How do you actually accelerate sustainability through digital? I mean, do you guys, for example, offer, I don't know, ESG data gathering services? Do you collect data? Do you measure carbon? How do you do that?
Oh, that's exactly where software such as DMI and SMI come in
Wow.
handy, and
Okay.
of course many other tools and technologies that we use to measure and compare and implement. But certainly SMI, it caught our attention because it is, unlike all the knowledge
Mhm.
that one has, and you cannot have all the knowledge because it's impossible. As you said earlier, there's so much everywhere at the same time.
Everywhere. Yes.
It's
Yes.
it's not possible to know it all. So we need to use technology to that will enable us to do these things and to gather the data and to
Mhm.
come up with solutions. And the sustainability maturity index software is yeah, it's just something that we were looking for a long time.
Mhm. Mhm.
um, Instead of having templates and traditional papers that you go over, you just have a living strategy, as someone has described it, um,
Ex-
as they understood it, a living strategy that you can
mhm.
always visit and
I love the word the living strategy, right? Because you can have access to an impact platform where you will be able to see your transformation, you will be able to see your KPIs, the roadmap, the pit stop, everything is there. You don't have to arrange different meetings with different people all the time to align together because it's such a waste
exactly.
of time.
And most importantly, it aligns everyone in the organization from the beginning, because they all have to sit down. You have to sit down with all the leadership, with in within the
Yes,
company,
yes,
and
yes.
discuss, and perhaps even bring in some of their own personal values and implement them into their work strategy. And that is a great way for someone to um, have an input in the workplace, that which will make them like a partner in, not a partner in crime, but a partner for better. Yeah.
Exactly,
um, and
exactly.
they will, therefore they will create this workplace where everyone has a little bit of input, and they, therefore it's a stronger, much better culture.
Mhm.
Everyone feels connected, um, and um, like that they matter, because in the end we all want to be heard and to matter and to make a difference, right?
Yes, exactly. That was the pain that I felt when I was in a very big bank while I was working in the corporate industry like a couple of years ago. So we hired a consultancy firm here in Turkey, and for strategy, for building a new sustainability strategy within the bank, right? So what happened was they came, we had all those good meetings, presentations, and all those materiality assessments. Yes, but it took like 9 months until the bank were able to receive a solid report on what's going on. 9 months or 1 year, everything now changes so fast. It's too slow, right? We don't have that much time. We shouldn't be waiting like a year or 9 months to see where we are. What should we do? In an era of generative AI, we I think the way the consultancy is really changing. That's what excites me about Digitopia. I'm working here, but still, the reason why I chose Digitopia is because they are really offering something different to the world.
Mhm.
Something that will accelerate this transition, and I really find it very valuable, like international partners, our partners like you, have seen the value of this from instantly, and you really owned it, because we have, different type of partners. Some of them really likes the product, but they are, slow to make the implementation, or they are very slow to offer it to their clients, maybe, I don't know. And it's okay, it's normal, everyone has his own pace. But you guys from the beginning were more like, hey, this is the product we should be really doing to accelerate our own business, because we need to create demand from the client based on a transparent and independent platform. That's where you use Digitopia SMI or DMI, right? So
Yes.
have you experienced any feedback from your own clients where you pitch this product or make a demonstration, a demo? Were you, yeah, that was the question.
Um,
Did you have any chance to receive any feedback from your clients
Absolutely.
with
I
regards to
can
SMI or DMI?
I can speak more about the SMI. Mark
Yeah,
will
of
be
course.
the person to speak
Yeah,
more
yeah,
about
yeah.
the
Mhm.
SMI. And I think that our customers and potential customers, the, they don't they don't understand why they need it. Um,
Okay.
and Yes, it's sending up the message as clear and as well intentioned as possible. It is a software that will help your company to become aligned. It gives you assurance that what you're doing is the right track, and it gives you acceleration. So the roadmap that you need to take to reach those targets that you may aim for. But I think that generally people like it, and they like it a lot. And this is exactly what we should use technology for, and innovation, and uh, I don't know, everything that comes. All this information that comes together with the sustainability and technology, and transformations, and yeah.
So Anna, what I heard from you is like when you explain this product or when you pitch this product to your clients, there's kind of like a wow effect, right? Because we have because this is something that they have never seen before. Like this is not a
Exactly.
very classical consultancy tool, right? Because once
Exactly.
they
Yes.
see it,
Yes.
what's going on, they are most probably have this effect, and maybe they want because people are really very familiar with the classical consultancy services. At first maybe they don't understand what's going on, but once they have the access to the platform, they see the the practicality, the pragmatic, the abstract version of this uh, of building a sustainable strategy through a platform. It's brilliant for me, at least, I mean. But of course
Yes.
it's really, it's not also very maybe easy um, to close a deal for with the first, with the first pitch. I know that it's not so easy because in the sustainability space there are so many different services, service providers. So as Digitopia Sustainability Maturity Index, we are really positioning ourselves under the domain sustainability strategy, because we say we are not in reporting, we are not in ranking, we are not in the other services, just building a sustainability strategy roadmap through a digital platform. That's where we stand.
But this is also the most important step an organization can take, because, as you said, it's to get a diagnosis, and getting a diagnosis, often it's not easy. You have to, if you don't go to the right practitioner, you may get the wrong diagnosis.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
There you go. That's
Oh,
why it's very important to go to a general practitioner first, and
exactly.
based on all the evaluation, they can guide you to the exact right practitioner that you may need for, to cure you.
Totally. Totally. Yes,
Uh,
we are on the same page. So my last question, Anna, is more generic for you. So just as Anna, I'm curious, what are your opinions about the future of sustainability transformation as a business strategy? Do you think companies will be able to create authentic sustainability roadmaps, the ones that really have this holistic vision of all relevant pillars, like building the right governance structures, crafting the right leadership models, and linking their business to the innovation agenda? Do you think it's possible? Because I
yes.
maybe you might remember in the beginning of the meeting, I kind of mentioned this Cambridge Leadership Institute. They said, we are entering into an era of global disruption where economy will be disrupted this time, right? We are that kind of magnitude really requires a systematic thinking. Do you think it would be possible for our leaders to have this mindset and to execute on the strategy roadmap?
Yes, I believe it is possible, but the most important thing is that everyone should embrace it and open their minds towards it.
Yeah, yeah,
Once one is open to change, change will come, and I believe that we are all aiming to change for better, and changing for better is allowing our children and the children of our children and so on to still live on this planet, and and to enjoy it the same way we did, and we own it to them. Behind our desks, our excuse me, our door desks is a life that we're going to, and this is what should dictate the way we do business. We always need to take into consideration our family, our loved ones, um, and how do we bring the whole of ourselves into the workplace where more than money matter. Um,
yes.
but I know we have a lot of information, maybe too much information at a time, and it's all out there at the same time, as you said. Maybe we just take a step back and take it, slowly, and and use technology, use AI, use all of these tools to understand everything better, and
Yes,
maybe to,
yes.
to get to
I
get to
agree with you. It's not going to be uh, so it's a transformation. To it's not going to be sudden. We will be really trying to change the economy for good for so many decades, tens, or maybe even 20 or 30 years ahead of us. We will be in a different position. I don't know, we will be able to see uh, them, but it's hard, and sometimes I feel stressful, but as you said, we need to be patient. We need to at least do whatever we can in our own pace, but use technology for good, that's for sure.
and use it, because it's there for us it's there for us. It facilitates everything. It makes everything easier. So yeah, and also spread the word. Everybody should be talking about sustainability, not only about the environment, because there's so much. There's the human, the social, the economic, the environment. There's
Yeah.
everything into it. Everything. Um, all all our actions as individuals, as well as inside an organization, has a certain impact in the
Mhm.
background, and it is up to us to make it as destructive. as less destructive, as to diminish the impact and perhaps make it positive, or I don't know. Yeah, at least try.
We'll definitely try. Thank you, Anna, for joining us today for the Connect Meetup series of Digitopia.
It was a
And
pleasure.
yes, I
Thank
hope
you.
we will be able to do business together, offer our products to your clients, and then you will be able to generate more business for your own company. That would be a
Absolutely.
win-win for all. Most
It's an
important,
honor for us to do business with you,
yeah.
because it is not only the business side, but it's the human side. It's an open environment where you can express yourself, and
Yes.
yeah.
Thank you very much again.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks, Nilüfer and Anna, for joining us today. And yeah, I hope everyone enjoyed our session and our lovely webinar today, focusing on sustainability transformation. And yeah, we're looking forward to also have you in our next webinar series in December too. Thanks again, and good night, everyone.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.